Hey my loves, today I'm going to be doing a new at the drugstore haul, and this is almost the haul that was not. I filmed it last night and it was one of those days where I had been filming throughout the day. I'd been, kind of like working on different projects, and I sat down to film the haul, and I always kind of like overdraw my lips a little bit. I looked like a duck. Like, I looked ridiculous because I had taken off lipstick, reapplied it, then overdrawn my lips slightly more each time. I thought I would refilm it and not subject you to my face looking a little bit crazy. Some people really can overdraw their lips and look absolutely gorgeous with the bigger lips, and I am not one of those people that can just overdo it. So today I have some new products from the drugstore, and I have some new e.l.f. things, as well as a bag from City Color Cosmetics, and just a lot of new cosmetics that have hit the drugstore recently. I love inexpensive makeup. In case you didn't know, the drugstore is my favorite place to shop for makeup. So I love the spring season when everyone's coming out with new collections. Let's start off with the things that I picked up at Walgreens. One of the things I was most excited for was this new Wet n Wild Fergie collection. Now, Fergie's line has a few new products out. One of them is the Center Stage collection Around the Clock blush. I got this in the shade Brush with Brilliance, and I thought it was really beautiful. I was watching this last night when I originally filmed this, and I really regret not getting more colors of this because it is too beautiful for words. Look at the pigmentation. It is soft and blendable and gorgeous. I love the color so much, so I'm definitely going to be picking up more of these. This was in the $4 to $5 range as well. So really inexpensive. You get a ton of product. I like the fact that they aren't, taking up too much room. There's a little bit of extra plastic down here at the very bottom, but they're not, including a spot for a brush we're all going to throw out anyways. But I really like the blush. And then I got a few other things from the new Fergie line. They're the new Fergie Velvet Matte Lip Colors, and I have these in two shades. They were mostly nude colors. The first one is the shade Fashion Darling, and it is kind of like your actually like the nude I'm wearing right now, sort of a mauve-y darker nude. It's really pretty. And then the other shade that I got was Transcendence. And these are twist up, so you don't have to sharpen them. But the pigmentation is good in swatches. I think they'll be nicer on the lips. They feel nice and smooth. Hopefully they'll wind up being really great. They're a little bit more on the expensive side, I think, for Wet n Wild. So yeah, I really like them a lot. The final thing I got from the new Fergie line is the Come Correct Celebrity Concealer, and I have this in the shade Fair. And the bottle kind of looks like this. It's very reminiscent of that new Maybelline Master Conceal concealer that they came out with. This is super full coverage. I haven't used it on the face yet. Last night was the first time I'd swatched it, but you don't need much. This little pea-sized amount right here is just, you blend it and it stays fully opaque, and you can see how far out the product is moving. So we're gonna have to see. I don't think it feels thin enough to put under the eyes, so maybe it's meant to be a concealer for the face. But we'll see how it works, and I'll definitely let you guys know as we move forward. You'll kind of see throughout the haul that matte lips is a huge thing for the upcoming spring season. Jordana released an entire line of these new modern matte lipsticks, and I haven't seen anyone talk about these. I got the press release information from Jordana 2 days after I bought them, so I think they're super new. This first one is in the shade Modern, where are you? I'm sorry, Matte Blush. Why did I think it was Modern? And Matte Blush is just kind of your run-of-the-mill typical brownish pinkish nude that looks good on everyone. I have two more colors to show you. The first one being the shade Matte Pretty, and Matte Pretty really piqued my interest. It is a gorgeous corally pink that is more on the mid-tone range, but it still stays kind of bright. So I think it's going to be one of those cool colors that you really can pair with everything, but it still makes a slight statement. And then we have the shade Matte It Girl. Matte It Girl really surprised me when I initially swatched it because it actually leaves behind a stain, and this is the brightest one that I wound up picking up. And it's kind of like a plummy, bright violet fuchsia color, so it's really, really, really pretty. It's not as scary once you get it swatched, and these can be built up a touch more, but these are just 2 passes on the hand. They're really beautiful, and I'll have to see how they feel on the lips. I think that they're dry, but they do go on without tugging too much, so hopefully they'll be really nice and I'll be able to give them a positive review for you guys. Speaking of Jordana, I also picked up this new cat eye liner, and I got this in the color Black Brown because I love dark brown eyeliners, and I needed a new black brownish liquid eyeliner. And the pigmentation on this is super nice. The brush tip is quite thin, so I think I'm really gonna like it. You know, I can't say too much about it yet. It's pigmented, it's not too watery. The brush tip is nice and thin, and I think it's gonna be easy to work with, but it is at the end of the day like a liquid liner, so I can't give you like a really solid review or anything on it. Now we have some miscellaneous, well, not miscellaneous, but we have some other like new items that I only have like 1 or 2 shades of. The first thing is this Blushing Bud lipstick from Maybelline. This is their new range. It has like this really pretty violet top. I was just thinking, Maybelline is like so behind on the trends. Radiant Orchid was last year's color, and they're just now coming out with this topper. You're gonna see like next January they'll come out with a like Marsala line of lipsticks. I like how I'm coming for Maybelline's brand for using the wrong color on top of their lipsticks. Yeah, I'm great. But this is Blushing Bud. I don't know what exactly these are called, but they're really pretty. The color selection is very, very pastel, and there are a few brighter shades. And I like Blushing Bud the best, or at least I did, you know, from like the colors that I saw. I think it's really pretty. It's a little bit on the like the sheer glossy side, but I do think that'll be pretty for spring. The other thing that I picked up was this Revlon Photoready Eye Art, and it is meant to be like a duo that is a cream paint and a glitter liner. And I will say I like the cream paint much more. I use cream shadows all the time, so this just kind of spoke to me. This is in the shade Topaz. If you guys, oh, Topaz Twinkle. If you guys watch Nicole from Young, Wild, and Polished, you know she has like an alter ego named Topaz. And I saw this and I was like, well, I have to get it. It reminds me of Nicole, obviously. But it is a really beautiful kind of like bronzy champagne, and then you've got sort of a gold glitter. Now the glitter liner is really beautiful, but I don't plan on using that as much as the cream shadow. It is super pigmented and it blends out beautifully. And I think it's just going to be really, really nice. These got good reviews, so I'm excited to give it a try, and maybe if I like it, I'll get more colors. The next things that I have to show you are new e.l.f. products. e.l.f. released several new things for spring, one of which being new shades to the e.l.f. Studio Moisturizing Lipstick line. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I bought these well, I didn't buy these exact colors, but I bought shades from this line, and I wasn't that impressed. I will say that it feels like the formula is a bit better. There's not as much slip. And I put one on the lips and it doesn't seem like it catches on to as much dry skin, and the wear time is definitely better. So that's really good. I have 3 new shades to show you. The first is the shade Wine Room, and this is just literally a like super pretty, very similar to MAC's Rebel. It's kind of like a winey purple color, and it's not so pigmented that it's going to be so dark and so overpowering that you can't wear it with other makeup, which is why I really like it. It's an easy color to wear. Next we have, well, I'll start with this. Next we have the shade Crazy Cranberry, and this is kind of similar, but it's more of a reddened cranberry color, more of like almost a brick red. Really, really, really pretty. So we have those 2 shades, and then the last color that they sent was the shade Orange Dream, and this is a bright, bright, vibrant orange. And I'm typically quite afraid of orange colors, but I'm starting to realize they really do look good, especially when you're not wearing too much other makeup. They just make such a nice statement and really brighten your complexion. So those are the swatches of the new moisturizing lipstick colors from e.l.f. They also sent this extra lip gloss, which is in the color Luke, and Luke is gorgeous. I swatched this and I was so amazed at the pigmentation. Just like, we're gonna press down super light. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's almost like a liquid freaking lipstick. So these are $2 glosses, and I'm really, really, really impressed. This was my first one of these. So those are new lippy swatches from e.l.f. And then I have this e.l.f. HD Mattifying Balm. Now I haven't tried this. I can't tell you what I genuinely think about it yet, but I will say it's an interesting product. It comes in a cool little compact like this, and it's matte black. Underneath you have room for a sponge, and then on top you have this weird, it's so strange. It feels like a gel when you put your hand in it, but then like when you rub it together, it literally is like it almost evaporates. And I'll put a bit on the back of my hand in hopes that you can see. You really can't, but it almost makes pores smaller. It kind of mattifies. We'll have to try it over a foundation and see what it does. I think it's an extremely cool product, especially if you're someone like me and you have dry skin and powder tends to cling to areas like that. This might be a really cool alternative. So yeah, I think that's a cool product and I have never seen anything like it before. So next I have a few of the new e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow Trios. These could not have come in at a better time. I was so going to try the e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow singles on my own because Kathleen Lights always talks about them. So when I saw that e.l.f. had sent me these, I was so excited. They have a few different ones to choose from. We'll start off with the darkest, which is Smoky Sea. In this trio, you've got kind of like a light white gold, a really pretty charcoal, and almost like a navy cobalt blue. If you've never tried baked products before, they are going to be their most pigmented when you use them wet, but I do think that pigmentation is okay when they're dry too. I don't think that they're bad by any means. I just think that they will be a lot nicer when they're wet. This next one is called Brown Bonanza? Yeah. But Brown Bonanza is gorgeous. It's kind of more of a neutral trio. You've got more of like a really soft champagne color, a really true to color like bronze, and then a nice dark, almost matte brown. So that's that trio. We have the trio in the shade Peach Please, and this is my favorite one so far. You've got a really gorgeous like white gold. It's so beautiful. A peachy champagne, and then a kind of rose toned bronze color. So we'll put down swatches. I think that this one has the best pigmentation in my opinion, and I think it's the prettiest. I love it so much. We have this really cool trio that is called Lavender Love, and this one has a really unique like purple lavender tone taupe, a true to color, just lavender color, and then we have a really dark plum. And I love the taupe in this. I've never seen anything like it. The lavender kind of has to be built up, but to me the taupe is worth every single penny. We're running out of swatch space. That taupe color, yeah, the lavender could definitely be a bit better. But you can see that taupe color is so cool. I'm going to kind of build that up for you guys. It is the coolest shade. I've never seen anything quite like it. I'm a big fan of taupes. I feel like they can be very unique. Those are swatches from the new Baked Eyeshadow Trios, and those are all the new products I have to show you from e.l.f. This package from City Color Cosmetics was such a surprise to me. I was so excited to see that they had sent it, but I've never tried anything from the brand before. I've just heard things from other bloggers. So they sent me so many products. I'm so excited to have them in, and these are really insanely affordable products. I mean, we're talking from like the $3 to like $8 range. This first thing I have to show you is so insanely cool. This is the Barely Exposed palette from City Color Cosmetics. This looks so much like the Naked One palette, it isn't even funny. And I swatched the colors last night, and I'm not gonna swatch everything because I feel like we would be here for an eternity, but look at the pigmentation. And this is such an inexpensive little palette. It's absolutely gorgeous. There are so many beautiful neutral colors in here. So I cannot wait to play with this and possibly compare it to Naked One. I'm so excited. This is one of the most interesting little palettes. Next, we have kind of a cult favorite of a lot of bloggers, and this is the Contour Effects palette. You have in here 3 shades, a really nice dark contour color, a bronze shade, and the highlight color. Now the contour and the bronze are both matte, and I thought that the highlight was too, but it's actually got the slightest bit of like a shimmer to it. And these colors are buttery and gorgeous and super easy to blend. I love this. This is one of the coolest things. I don't know why more brands don't come out with things like this. And these powders are just so silky soft to the touch. They're gorgeous. I absolutely love this. This has to be my favorite thing from this entire haul. I cannot wait to play around with it and do maybe like a tutorial or a review of it. Just let me know what you guys want to see and I will definitely make it happen. The original reason I heard of City Color Cosmetics was because everyone was raving about one of their Be Matte blushes from their Ipsy bags a few months ago. They sent me this one in Guava. It is the most gorgeous. By the way, this is like a huge blush. Like, it's gigantic. And Guava is, oh God, I cannot get over how smooth their powders are. I've never experienced anything like them. Guava is just a matte kind of pinky coral that is going to be so beautiful for the upcoming spring season. It's really wearable all year round, but especially for spring. These are super cheap, like super freaking cheap. I recommend getting your hands on every single one if you can find them because I'm obsessed. They also sent along a few of their Mineral Shadow singles, and when I swatched these originally, my mouth just dropped. I cannot believe that these shadows are so pigmented. Sometimes when you get drugstore products that are really good, you'll get like a smaller amount of product to compensate. Most shadows typically range from like the 0.03 to the 0.05 ounce range, and then you've got like Makeup Forever shadows that are huge and they're like 0.08. These are 0.113 ounces. You get so much product in here, it is even funny. This first one I have to show you is the shade Plum Plum, and it is just a beautiful brown purple color. The next color that we have is in Ocean Pearl, excuse me, and it is just a really pretty pearly champagne color. Honestly, you're not gonna be able to see it that well because it is so close to my skin color, but I think it's really going to brighten up the lid and maybe be a really pretty like brow bone highlight too. Next we have Mr. Brownie, and Mr. Brownie is kind of an olive toned bronze color. It is. I don't know why I said kind of. I like to use filler words when I don't know what I'm saying. And it's really pretty and pigmented. I love all of the shades that I was sent. I highly recommend them. They sent me a few extra that I will definitely be using in like giveaways and stuff. I feel like this is like my magic bag of wonders I'm reaching into. I don't even know what I'm grabbing. Oh, these are the B matte lipsticks. Again, going back to the matte lipstick trend that's very, very on point for spring. We have a few shades of these. The first one is called Brick, and it truly doesn't look like the color that it really is in the tube. It's kind of deceiving. It looks a little bit like lighter and more muted, and then you get it on the hand. That's just one pass. And it really is like a brick red coral color. Super beautiful. These are so pigmented and creamy as well. They don't tug at any point at all during application when you put them on the lips. Then this next color is the shade Valerie. Valerie is really, again, it looks more muted and a little bit darker in the tube, and then you get it on the hand, and I'm gonna do 2 swipes of this because it's a little bit lighter, but it really is almost like a bright bubblegum baby pink. It's really pretty. And then I have a few more shades. We have the color Gwen, and Gwen goes back to that MAC Rebel lipstick where it looks terrifying in the tube, and then you put it on the hand and it really is not that scary. In fact, you really have to build this one up. Like if you were just to do like one swipe, you could get the most gorgeous berry color of life, or you can really build it up and get it to be nice and dark. And then lastly, we have Cappuccino, which is my personal favorite because it is a dark nude. I love my dark nudes, y'all know this. And Cappuccino is like a little bit peachy, a little bit brown. It's gorgeous. I love these colors so insanely much. I think that they're beautiful. They are very reminiscent of the Wet n Wild. I have some of them to show you here actually. The Wet n Wild, what are they called? Mega Last lipstick formula. Super creamy, do not tug, but they're matte and they're opaque and they're amazing. Last lip color is here to show you from City Color. I have these 2 Fat Lush lipsticks, and they're in that like chubby pencil style formula. I've never seen anyone do matte chubby pencils except Revlon and Tarte. And I love both of these colors. This first one is in the shade Mighty, and then we also have the color Foxy. Reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's. Foxy is my favorite character from Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a super bright bubblegum pink. So you've got Mighty and then Foxy. Both of them are pigmented. They're both beautiful. They feel amazing on the lips, and I'm knocking everything over. But then I only have one more thing to show you from City Color Cosmetics. This is the White Pearl Mousse Shadow. And this is the weirdest thing. You've got a little stopper in there that I think you're supposed to keep in. There was nothing on the packaging about it, but I think you need to keep it in so that the product doesn't like go everywhere. This is literally a mousse texture. It's so creepy. It's extraordinarily pigmented, but you kind of have to be fast with it because it likes to set quickly. So I'm just kind of blending it out so you can get the full effect of it. There it is right there. Super beautiful. Those are the products from City Color Cosmetics, and I want to thank them again for sending these along. I really wanted to show them to you guys because I was not disappointed by anything. All of this was incredible, and I cannot wait to use these in upcoming looks. So if you want to see like a tutorial or a review with like products like this or anything that I'm showing you, really, just let me know in the comments. Or if you've tried anything and you have thoughts, let me know that too. Okay, so I'm sorry if anything looks different. The weirdest thing just happened. My camera started going berserk. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm kind of scared. But I'm going to show you the rest of the things from this haul. Now, these items are not actually, well, nothing else I have to show you is like new. It's just new to me. So I have a few things I wanted to repurchase. The Milani Clear Brow Shaping Brow Gel. Absolute favorite. I'm using the Maybelline Clear Mascara right now, and I'm not opening this because I know I'll start using it and I will fall back in love with it and never finish off the Maybelline one. So I have that. It is my favorite clear brow gel, basically of all time. I have the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Blackest Black Mascara. This is a really good mascara, and I wanted it again for my collection because I haven't had it in a little while. I have a few more like products I just needed. My Hard Candy Heavy Duty Concealer. This is in light and medium, and it is my favorite heavy duty concealer of all time. I also have this primer, which is from Hard Candy, and it is the Sheer Envy Perfecting Primer, and I really, really, really love this product, so I wanted that again. I lost both of these lipsticks in my move somehow. They were both like super used by me, so I must have just left them somewhere, or they're in like a purse and I'm gonna find them later. But I got the two Wet n Wild Mega Lash lipsticks in 903C Just Peachy, and this is the most beautiful, bright pastel peach color, and it is just gorgeous for summer, gorgeous for spring. I also got the shade 902C Bare It All, and this is just a nude color. So both of these are very beloved by me, and I just wanted to get them again. They're like $2 lipsticks, and they're both incredible, incredible like colors and formulas. So those I just needed to get because I was out of them. I also really wanted to try this Milani Brow Tint pen, and the reason for that is because I actually have this Stila Brow Pen, and it's like $20 every time I have to repurchase it. I really like it, but I go through these quickly, and this one is like $6 to $8 at the drugstore. So I got this in the lightest shade that they offered because I'm dyeing my hair blonde again soon. The color is super pretty. I'm sure it's going to be amazing, and I cannot wait to try it out. It just, I mean, it feels identical to the other pen. What I like to do is just draw in individual hairs with those to really give my brows a little bit more shape. I didn't use it today because I wanted a slightly lighter brow look. Sorry, I'm fixing myself. Should have done that before I came back on camera. But the other Milani product I wound up picking up was this Milani Liquid Eye in the color brown. Now again, my favorite eyeliner of all time, I'm wearing it today, is Too Faced Perfect Espresso Eyeliner. This is like the best eyeliner to go on the waterline. It's waterproof, it just stays put, it's pigmented and creamy, and you don't have to like sit there and rub it on your eyes forever. The Milani Liquid Eye is the closest formula I've ever found in terms of creaminess to the Too Faced Perfect Eye, so I decided to get it in the color brown. It's almost identical to Perfect Espresso, and I'm excited to see if it'll be a really close dupe so I can stop spending $20 when I need to repurchase Perfect Espresso. Trying to find like drugstore dupes of my holy grail high-end products. I have two Wet n Wild Mega Lash lip glosses, nail polishes to show you. The first is on my nails, and it's in Sugar Coat. This took 4 coats. It's not very, I don't know, I've had much better Mega Lash polishes than this. I don't think it's a very good representation of the line. It took 4 really tricky coats, and I don't really know. I don't know. I'm always trying to find a good drugstore light pink polish because I go through them like crazy. The other color that I got is Wet Cement, and I have worn this, and this is a 2-coater. It looks beautiful. It's super opaque. These like mauvey, purpley brown colors are so, so, so nice for this time of year as a dark neutral. So yeah, I got both of those, and then I randomly picked up a CVS eye makeup remover. I don't know why I did that. I guess we'll see if that works. And then I also got the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Face Powder in the color Creamy Natural. I used to wear this in high school, and I remember it being good. I wanted a really nice coverage, like mineral powder to go over my BB creams for a little bit of extra coverage, and I thought that I would give this a go and see how I liked it. So yeah, I'm really excited to give it a try. The last products I have to show you are all from Rimmel. The first one is this Lasting Finish Contouring Lip Pencil, and it is in the color Wild Clover, and I don't know, this is kind of a collective haul, honestly. I don't really know why I got this. It looks really pretty. I think maybe I just heard a blogger talking about it and, you know, grabbed it spur of the moment, but it's a super pretty kind of like corally dark nude color, so I'll definitely be interested to try that. I'm trying to get more into like drugstore lip liners because my favorites are all high-end. I'm dropping everything. The last thing I have to show you are the Rimmel Show Off lip lacquers, and they are actually called the Apocalypse over in the UK. But I don't know why we didn't get them called the Apocalypse. Every time I heard a UK blogger talk about them, I wanted them to say Alpaca Lips, and then I would laugh like crazy because Alpaca Lips. The first shade I have to show you is the color Nude Eclipse, and I don't know if they're cycling these out. I found them on like super sale at Walgreens. These are so pigmented. They're the most beautiful liquid lipsticks of life. Nude Eclipse is a touch too nude for me, just a little bit too light for my personal preferences. but I thought that like if I layered a gloss over it or I layered a certain kind of lip liner underneath, I could kind of make it work. Like I was gonna say, I got these because they were on super sale at Walgreens, and then I had a coupon code on top of it. I love ordering from Walgreens.com. They're not a sponsor, I promise. I've always really enjoyed it. So I have that, and then I have the color Celestial. I cannot finish my train of thought. The reason I was going to say that I'm not sure if they're discontinuing them or not is because they just came out with a new like liquid lipstick formula. I haven't tried it, but this is the shade Celestial, and it's just kind of a mid-tone mauve-y pink color. We also have my personal favorite, Comet. Comet is right up my alley. I love this kind of 90s dark lip. I think it might wind up being a dupe for Lolita from Kat Von D. I don't have that on hand, so maybe I'll have to show you guys that at another time, but Comet is gorgeous. All of these you can see are just like one swipe and you're good to go. We also have the shade Light-Year. I don't know what I was thinking with Light-Year. I don't know why I didn't notice that it had shimmer. I'll see. It feels slightly less pigmented than the others, and it's really more of like a brownie nude, so I don't know what I was thinking, but I must have had like a spark of inspiration or something at the time. The final color is one I hear bloggers talk about all the time, and it's the shade Big Bang, which is just a very true to color bright red. And I thought that having like a really nice bright red liquid lipstick would be so fun. These all dry to like a matte finish too. So those are the last of the products I have to show you, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'm super sorry that the angle kind of changed, you know, right here at the very end. But anyways, if you enjoyed, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already, and until next time, I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!